Alright everybody, how y'all doing today? And welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I'm doing a little Q&A, questions I came up. Just the viewers, if y'all viewers wants to know a little more about me and what I believe in being a YouTuber, etc. And what I think for the future of my channel. Alrighty. Now just keep in mind that, I'm reading everything off my little notes right here. So, I'll be looking down and forth at the paper. So y'all excuse that there, but I'm proud and I'm proud to go ahead and give y'all my question and answers. I came up with 9 to 10 questions that that might be interesting to you viewers out there to know more about me. Okay, question number one. With the new motherboards coming out, are the old platform obsolete? Absolutely not. If you think the old platforms are obsolete, then you're a fool. Because right now we got the LGA 1700s. They came up with two versions, one for DDR4 and one for DDR5, which I think that's a good blessing. But with the new AM5 motherboards coming out, and they're all gonna be on DDR5 platform, and of course, they're gonna be power hungry and maybe price hungry. Um, so with the AM4s, the AM3s, the AM2s, etc., the LGA 775, yes, these platforms are not obsolete because as a system innovator, you got to choose what platform you want to be on. A lot of us still are on hardware, and a lot of us is not changing our hardware to new hardware because, just like I already said, if it's not broken, why fix it? So, with a lot of viewers out there now trying to, watch other YouTube videos to figure out should they change their hardware or not. And this question here, the answer is no. If you're a new builder, the AM4 platform will still be around because with the new AM5 platforms, we don't know how pricey they're going to be. And if you like the AM3 platforms with the bulldozers or the 1151s, which a lot of people are still on and still pushing in 2022, these platforms will still be around as years go by. So y'all just keep that in mind. The platforms are not obsolete. They're still gonna be around. It just, as a tech enthusiast, a system innovator, you got to sit down here and choose which platform is good for you and not good for you. Okay, question number two. Do you feel that AMD, Intel, and Nvidia are becoming more money hungry than budget friendly for the consumers? Absolutely, because with all the new stuff coming out, you're not gonna be building a comfortable system for maybe $800 to $900 just for a basic, simple system. Whether you are a business owner or you are a mid-level gamer, or you could be coming to be that live streamer, these systems are not going to be budget friendly. With the new ATX motherboards coming out by AMD, the new AM5s. Intel got their motherboards out, which is the LGA 1700s. These motherboards and these components are not budget friendly no more. So you're gonna have to spend a little bit more doing more for your system. If you're a basic level gamer, your system should be about $2,000 to $3,000 now. Because you got the RTX 4000 series finger to make their debut by the end of this year, as well as the AM5 platforms. Are they budget friendly? We don't know. Until they release them towards the end of the year between September to December. Do I feel that they are getting to be price hungry? Because just like I said, in my channel as well as my stuff, if my stuff's still working, if my stuff's still working, and the only way that I will be buying new parts is something happens to it. If I'm sitting down here being silly and I don't sit down here, don't turn off my stuff doing lightning storm, even though all my stuff is on power surges, but still, a nice lightning bolt can hit the ground and fry out anything you're using. So, yes, AMD, Intel, and Nvidia are getting power hungry, and there will not be no more budget friendly parts for us mid-level to basic builders as well as high-enders. So all these parts are gonna be high-end. All these parts are gonna be high-end power. So you're gonna have heavy VRMs. So just keep that in mind. So we see a motherboard that with heat sinks to keep the VRM cools. Then you know it's power hungry and it's gonna be price hungry. Question number 3. Reaching over 150 subscribers, how I feel about my success on YouTube. I feel great because right now I'm at 154 subscribers and still climbing. Now I know I have not reached the milestone of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, but it takes hard work. You're not going to go ahead and be successful overnight by putting up one video, and you think you're gonna go ahead and get 4,000 views and 1,000 subscribers. That is not happening. Now, a lot of content creators on YouTube saying it is possible, but it's not. And what I did was, I went ahead and scored through their first video, and yes, they struggled, but they got to their milestones where they're doing more with their channel. They're making it more movie friendly, and I'm the kind of type, I like my information to be straight to the point and understandable. I don't need to sit down here and watch stuff exploding. I don't need to sit down here and watch you disappear and reappear. No, I'm not watching a movie, and my success on YouTube is great as a subscriber, as a content creator. I like to go ahead on and give you straight information that's going to make sense. And it's going to help you understand your ventures as being a content creator. And I'm giving you the do's and don'ts so you won't fall into that ruckus. Now, being a content creator is hard work. You got to keep going at it. And then, like I said, I'm at 154 subscribers. I plan on growing my channel more as I pick up 1-2 subscribers a day or a week. It don't matter. Now, I pick up some, I lose some, but that comes along with the process. Now, if you could go ahead on and understand the process, then you just keep grinding at it and you will get there. It is not a problem, and that's the big success for me. And I'm going to keep on getting at it until I go ahead on and get to that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 views. And then it's going to open up doorways for me to be doing marketing, which I'm well ready for because I have my business administration degree. If I would have started my channel in 2005, I would probably be at maybe 15,000 to 25,000 subscribers. And I'm still keep on working at it. And I'm continuing to go ahead and hit that milestone where I want to be at. Okay, question number 4. Why I love using old generation PC components than new generation PC components? Because just like I said in the first one, old PC components, they're still around. All platforms are still around. As a tech enthusiast and system innovator, I gotta pick out what's best for me and how's it working for me. Now, on the high-end subscribers or the high-end content creators, on the high-end content creators, you could go ahead on and pick the new latest hardware. As me, I don't have to because 4-core 8-thread is like using the Ryzen 4000 series or the LGA 1200, where I could be on the Intel i3 10100, which is 4 cores, 8 threads. It's still gonna do the same thing. It's still gonna give me the same performance. It's just new later platform, new later tech, and that's it. Why I like using it because it's budget friendly. Just like I said, you come up with a budget. You don't want to spend that much money. You're trying to keep everything in a perspective. How I'm using my system, and I use my system pretty well and pretty good. So that's why I like using old hardware because it still exists. It's still around. If you want to use Windows 10, just make sure your motherboard supports Windows 10. If you want to use Windows 8, it does the same as well as Windows 7. Now, You can still use Windows XP, but you're not going to get the full maximum performance from XP, such as if you are a gamer or a content creator, you need to be on Windows 7 or better. So using old hardware is great for me because I know how to use it and I know what I'm going to get out of it. Okay, question number 5. Why I like using Micro ATX motherboards than ATX motherboards? Now, when I built my very first computer on the PGA 370, yes, socket 370, I used to, now my first motherboard was the ATX motherboard, which was a Soyo motherboard. Yes, I used Soyos, and then once I started getting into it, and I used on the socket 462 as well as the socket 754s, I use ATX. Um, but then I started going to micro ATX because they're a little more space saving, So if I need to go inside and do a little quick clean and wiping dust and stuff out, I don't have to worry about my HD audio jack and my USB jacks being cramped up to the bottom. But that was back in late 1990s, early 2000s. As years went on, our PC cases started changing when they started doing cutouts as well to support those cables from being bent, etc., etc. So why I like using micro ATX motherboards is they're more space saving. You can have a little space because back in the days, I used to go ahead and leave a lot of DNA behind messing with ATX motherboards. They get scratched here, either by my scratching my hand on the motherboard, or I'm scratching my hands on the case. Yeah, I used to leave a lot of blood, a lot of DNA behind back in those days. So, micro ATX, that's why I switched to micro ATX, so I can have a little room to maneuver so I won't get cut up and scratched. But you can still get cut and scratched these days, but our components took a world events to better so you can avoid those situations right there. And that's pretty much why I use micro ATX motherboards, because when I started using them, I had a little more space and I did not really have to worry about scratching and cutting myself on either of my components. Alrighty, question number 6. Do I consider myself being a tech enthusiast? Absolutely. Now, I may not buy the latest tech because, just like I said in my earlier videos, I don't need it. If I did buy it, I would show it off and then it'd be sitting in the corner, back in this anti-static bag, back into the box. Everything's still there, and it'd be in 100% brand spanking new tech. Because the reason why I'm saying this is my wife asked me, she said, "Oh, you're not a tech enthusiast," and to be realistically, I have to go buy these parts, you know. So, because she had wanted to go ahead and buy me the Oculus virtual reality, I don't need that. I guess I kind of like hurt her feelings. But being a tech enthusiast, I consider myself, yes, I am, because I will give you the latest news on the tech. I may not show it to you. I may not do a build if I'm buying the latest motherboards or etc. I'm buying the latest case, or I'm getting a new cell phone, a new camera gear. All this stuff I have to buy myself. And just like I said, I'm gonna be spending thousands of dollars, cut my rent money down, cut my bill money down. I'll be in debt. I'll be on the streets homeless. And buying tech is hard. I'm not monetized yet. So if I was monetized, I would basically send it back to the manufacturer because I don't need it. And that's the main reason why I don't buy tech like y'all want me to buy and show it to the world. You know, being a tech enthusiast, it takes its toll, but you got to know how to work that toll as working your public relations and etc. to get the free gear out and to talk about it and show people what this here tech will do and trying to convince us. You gotta use the psychology part and tell that that's a part of business. Business marketing, you got to use the psychology and convince us. Should we buy it or do we need it? And in this case, I don't need it. I take good care of my stuff. Only way is unless I do something stupid with it, that's the only way I will buy it. Another one or anything, and then I'll show it to y'all into about unboxing and why do I think y'all should buy it or why should I think you don't have to buy it. Alrighty, next question. Why I love being a system innovator? Yes, that's the question right there. And I love building PCs. When I built my first PC using the Soyo motherboard, the PGA 370 by Intel, basic home system where we could browse the internet, listen to our music, etc., download music, burn, the basic stuff what we do with our PCs. Building my very first system after I threw my compact Rosario 2240, and that I spent $800 on that pre-built. After trashing that pre-built, it didn't hurt me to my heart. This is when I sit down and say, you know what? Build your system. It's a blessing because when you build your system, you know what you're putting into it. Now, I just recently did my gaming rig over again. I came up the Athlon X760 as well as the Athlon A10 5800K processor. When I built that system, I already know what parts to put into it. With my basic gaming rig, I went ahead on and I put 16 gigabytes in there. See, when you build your system, you feel good because you know what you put into it. You already know your parts and everything. You understand the parts you're using. You understand how much the RAM goes up to. You understand how much gigabytes of hard drives or SSDs you want to use, etc. What type of CPU cooler you use, whether you go on AIO, custom, or air fans. It's a blessing building your system from scratch. It's a blessing understanding the parts you picked up and where you're going right there, where you're going with it. And by doing that, building my first system using the LGA 370, made me just want to go ahead and build computers as I go on. Now, I may not use the parts that people using because as our technology starts changing, everything starts changing. And a lot of people built their channel off using the new hardware now instead of using the old hardware. I wish I did have the old hardware. I had a whole stack full of motherboards, 754s, socket 462s, PGA socket 370s. I had them in the box and I went ahead on and took them in and took them to a recycler bin. And I wish I kept them. I could have just went through them and showed y'all what I went from now to now, from then to now. And building your system is a blessing. This is why I love building my PCs. I love cleaning them out. So if you need your system clean, you can always hit me up through my email address, which will be in the link in the description below. So y'all can go ahead and say, Ron, I need my system clean, because a lot of us don't change our hardware. And I'll be glad to do that for you free of charge. So, building the system and taking good care of it, that's a blessing, because when you take good care of your stuff, you have to worry about constantly buying hardware after hardware after hardware. Now, if you want to change it out, that's up to you. But just keep in mind, building your system for the first time is a blessing. And then you can appreciate it, and you can also appreciate tech and where we was at then to where we at now. Alrighty, next question. What are your goals for my channel? Well, basically, I got a lot of work to do business-wise for my channel, so I got to get my name patent, because when I start coming up with my merchandise, such as selling my t-shirts, my mugs, and maybe coasters here and there. I haven't decided, but the main thing I want to do is my tech wear, which is WRW, Welcome to Ron's World. And maybe I might work on some drinking mugs. I haven't figured out the pricing of that yet. So once I get everything all patented and get my stuff, I'm looking to lead towards the retail stores, but I know they're gonna want 50% of my profit, and I take home 40. So, no, let me correct that. It's 60% I got to give to the retail stores because they're making the space for me to put my product up, as well as I take home 40%. I'll give me 55 to 45. Either or, I got to give something back to the retail stores. And I mostly want to lend into Walmart. But if I don't do that, I'll be doing everything at home. So yeah, this is where the business part coming at. And I think for having my business administration degree, so I can administrate my business the way it's supposed to be administrated, and I can be happy doing it. And I can't go wrong with managing that, doing my YouTube videos, as well as worrying about my sell numbers, my percentage gains, and my percentage loss with my business, and trying to go ahead and get my business set up for the stock market. So get into the SP 500. So if you want to do a little investment into my channel, into me, then the stock's gonna be low. So I want you to buy as much as you can, and I appreciate that because it's just a big support. If it wasn't for the viewers, I wouldn't be to where I'm at now. Even though I'm at 154, and I am happy with that. Okay, the last question. Who I like to work with for sponsorship, and who I like to meet out of my subscribers. Okay, the sponsorship, I would love to work with all of them. MSI, ASUS, Azra, EC Chip, etc. Every manufacturer that makes motherboard, I would love to be sponsored. Doing the sponsorship with these manufacturers. Now the sponsorship will be done basically by the PR. They're gonna send the parts out to me. I build a system of who they picked as the winner. Or they say, okay, this person in dire need of a computer. They send the parcel to me, and the person who they're going to get it, and then I'll send it off to him or her, whether she's a gamer, whether he or she is a small-time business owner looking for a nice PC for their business needs. If you're a gamer, a mid-level gamer, you want to go ahead and game, they're going to send it. Of course, they're going to send the parts out. The AIOs, the GPU, the motherboard, the CPU, the RAM, the case, the power supply. And I will go ahead and put it together. If you're a live streamer, the same thing as well too. Now keep in mind, I do not do custom cooling because I do not have a heat gun to go ahead and do the geometry of bending the glass and forming the loops and everything for the AIO coolers, custom AIO coolers. But on the sponsorship level, I would love to work with all of them, all manufacturers. Whether you want to go ahead and send me something out for taste testing, if it's a new taste testing product like cereal, whatever, I'm all in for it. I would love working with food manufacturers. I would love working with tech manufacturers. But being sponsored, I want to get that one sponsorship in the middle so I can understand it, as well as appreciate it, because I don't need like maybe no more than 2 sponsors. And once you send the part, like if you want me to do a PC build, as I said it before, I will go ahead on and build the PC and then go to the public relations team from the manufacturer. We announce the winner. I will not be doing anything on my channels or on my Twitter account. I don't want that WhatsApp app nonsense, them scammers posting stuff. Oh, you won. Please send me your information for this. And just trying to get money out your pockets. I am not into that, because that's what happened with my Amazon account. It was taken over. My review account was taken over because when I did the product review when I bought the product from Amazon, I did the product review. People was putting up WhatsApp app. And I know it was a hacker that subscribed to my channel, and he went out and started hackling, because I remember one of my subscribers asking me, do you put the stuff up on Amazon for product review, and I said down. I responded back to him. Yeah, so he went to my account as well of every video I have done, and of course Amazon did not get in contact with me, and I'm very disappointed with their public relation team. Y'all could have got in contact with me to let me know what was going on. So these idiots decided to go ahead and put up WhatsApp apps through my product reviews on Amazon, and they were trying to collect money up. So Amazon shut down all my product reviews. So when I do a product review and I make a comment on it, they do not allow me to do any of that. So that's the main thing with sponsorships. It will come through the manufacturer to announce the winner. Once they announce the winner, then I'll go ahead and mail out the product using United States Postal Service or UPS or FedEx. And I will give you the tracker number so y'all can go ahead and track your package. Who I like to work with? Oh my God, the list is big. I mean, the list is very big of basically all my YouTube subscribers I subscribe to. And I have the list right here. Even though I wish that we'll have a tech center soon at the Miami Beach Convention Center. I would love to go out there. I would love to meet the newsletters, tech enthusiasts, YouTube content creators, as well as the old ones. But my main ones I would love to meet is Linus from Linus Tech Tips. You know, I want to give him big props out to me. I love his videos. You know, Linus doing so much with his channel. He expanding out his business. He just damn near converted a super smart home. I mean, to what he's doing is so tremendous. It's so radical, ridiculous, but it's only good for a tech tuber to do that. And the one thing about with Linus, he showed me the variations of all the graphic cards. He helped me get into the dual monitors, so and understanding how to and what graphic card you need to use for uploading your videos on YouTube. I thought I was doing it with my 1 gigabyte cards. Absolutely not. But if you do have a 1 gigabyte card, understand the year that card came out, as well as what that card could do into that time frame. One thing I don't like now, and what I'm seeing on YouTube, everybody want to compare the latest new technology games with the old technology. Absolutely not. Our tech has changed to better. So you need the latest new gear for better, and he was the one to help me understand that there with all the latest graphic cards usage and new hardware and stuff like that. Second one is Paul's Hardware. Paul from Paul Hardware. Very cool guy. I love all his videos. I am subscribed to his channel. He taught me a lot. You know, because when I started off my channel 2 years ago, I didn't know what to talk about, how to talk about it, what to do with it, etc. But watching his channel, he showed me a lot as doing price lists, etc. Proper presentations when you do builds, how to bring the build to life for the presentation. I mean, with all that deal, that I give them props to J2 Cents. He's the massive water cooler, so you know I call him Aquaman. So that's my nickname for Big J, aka Aquaman. Cause this man here, his custom water cooler is well spot on. And one thing I like watching his channel and understanding the way he do his water cool, he makes it simple and easy to break everything down. You don't have to take everything out, but his understanding of how he water cool, you can just take everything down without taking all your components out. You know, you can just have a drain loop, drain all the stuff out, take this off, take that out, etc. without moving your whole entire components. Kyle from Bitwit, you know, Kyle, I love Kyle because he's the one who put me on to the modulars power supply. But I was so mad in 2022 that all the fully modular power supplies were sold out. And He also put me onto cable mods and presentation builds for your system. Yes, I could do presentation builds, but just like I said, I don't hardly look into my system because the cases I use, I make sure my case had that heavy smoke tint glass. So I had this. I know what it looked like on the inside because I did it, but I don't need to see all that good stuff. But if someone asks me to build them a system like that, I could go to their house and it's just basically they use the air cooler, they got their cable mods and etc. I can go ahead and put all that together for them without an issue. Brian from Tech Yes City, searching for your parts. I love it. I can't help but not miss an episode because when you go out and search for your parts, and that got me doing the same thing too. If I see an old PC on the road or somewhere, I go pick it up. I found a couple of them that I'm gonna go ahead and try and bring back to life, and just give it a new look. Using old hardware. Just like I said, I can use Windows XP, but this is for basic use only, such as browsing the internet, listen to your Spotify, and yes, you can still watch Hulu and Netflix with it, which is in 1080p because I will have the graphic cards for that use only. As well as Britt Day from Tesseract. I love her channel. Down to earth. Her and her husband. I love the way all the content creators I mentioned. I love the way they bring their build to life because it showed me, being a content creator, just enjoy what you love to do and appreciate being that nerd as you are. Yes, I'm a nerd. I love tech. I love talking. I could talk about computers all damn day, you know. But they also help me just be who you are and appreciate what you love to do. And these are the people who I love to me. I know I have a lot on my channel, but just like I said, they have the tech world, whatever they want to call it. They have it at the convention center. So I'll be hopefully that we can go ahead and get that back going instead of me traveling way over to Hong Kong or China where all our parts come from. And we can go ahead and do it from there. I would love for us to bring that back. I would love to meet them. Those are all. I have a whole lot of subscribers I would love to meet, and I am happy in doing that. So, enough said. Those are my questions for my questions with Ron. I'm happy to be doing that there, and I will be doing my Q&As every 6 months out the year. So then there'll be another one about next year during this time. So every year I'll be doing my Q&As just to go ahead on and keep y'all up what my status are. These questions I ask myself. If y'all want us to go ahead on and send me questions, I'll be putting my email or my Twitter information in the description below. So y'all can go ahead and send it to me. I don't mind answering y'all questions. Just like I said, I don't do much with my channel, so it's just a basic, simple channel, basic setup, basic. The key word is basic, and I don't have to sit down and describe how basic means. I don't sit there and give you 1 million definitions of the word basic. Y'all know what I do. Y'all see what I do. I love doing it, and I love my subscribers. So I want to thank y'all for watching this segment of Q&A with Juan, Vlog 2. Vlog 3 will be out sometime. I'm going to try to get out before the end of the year or sometime next year. So just like I said, I'll be doing them every year or every 6 months out the year. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Peace.